Hey everybody, Les Butler here for SouthernGospel365.com, and you know you've been watching the past few shows with my friend Larry Cordle, and when we last left, and by the way, like I ended the last one, we're headed to Jesus. Stay tuned. It's going to be okay. But when we last left, he talked about Highway 40 Blues, which he wrote and Ricky Skaggs recorded, huge hit, and that brought him to Nashville. But now, you've been in Nashville a while, and 55 million records later, you've had songs on albums that have totaled 55 million plus in sales. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Go ahead and name drop. Oop, did the microphone? No, there it is. The microphone's still there. Okay, I'm going to name drop. Who all has recorded your stuff, and give the fans some of the songs?
Well, let's see. George Strait recorded 2 or 3 things of mine. Most famously, I guess, Murder on Music Row. But
yeah,
I was on a couple of his early albums too. You know, with songs Hollywood Squares and Can't Buy Your Way Out of the Blues. That was on Oceanfront Property. And you know, I met Garth Brooks through Bob Doyle, who was his manager, who was one of the first guys I knew in town, Bob was. And you know, I had a couple things on Garth's records, which has a great deal to do with that number of records that I was on there. I was on a Reba McEntire record early. I was on 2 or 3 John Anderson records. John Conley recorded songs of mine. Kenny Chesney, Trace Adkins. Obviously, Ricky Skaggs recorded quite a few songs of mine over the years. You know, I've had a blessed life, Les.
Allison,
Allison Krauss,
yeah.
Oak Ridge Boys.
Yeah.
I've had a blessed life. I think Tricia Yearwood. I've had a great relationships with all these people, and some of my best friends in life have been in the music business. You know, God puts people in your life to. You know, he just does. He puts people in your life.
Praise
and
the Lord for it. Yeah.
Absolutely, every single thing I do. You know, I used to didn't. I've had a lot of accolades and good things said about me.
Yeah.
I've had some bad ones too.
Join the club.
But you know, I mean, I still feel this way today, and this is not kidding, or not because I'm on TV. We write songs, and I still look back at them and wonder how we arrived at that. But then I remember exactly how I arrived at it. Because anything I've ever done, I know exactly where it came from. It came from God Almighty. I don't know why that I was supposed to do this, but evidently I was, or I wouldn't have been doing it 32 years.
Yes, sir.
And I still love it. I still love it just like maybe more so, you know, because I do know there's an end to it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I just thank God that he chose to speak through me a few times, you know, because most of that stuff I was just holding the pencil. I mean,
yeah.
That's something else takes over. I don't have any education for it. I didn't try to set out to do that in life. It came along when it came. I wanted to, but I didn't think I was good enough at anything to do anything in the music business. Of course, I use Ricky and Keith as a gauge for everything in my life.
Yeah.
So when I moved to Nashville, I wasn't overly impressed with anyone particularly, because I'd already been around them, and I'd been around Emmy a little bit, and seen some of these people that Ricky and Keith played with, and I mean, you know, Nashville wasn't.
Yeah, you knew really good before you came to Nashville.
I knew what really good was because I'd already been around it, been real close to it, you know.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you didn't think you knew him, but after you just heard some of the songs, and you know this guy. And like I've said, we're headed to Jesus. Matter of fact, in this very next set, that's where we're going to go. So stay tuned. This is going to be good stuff right here on SouthernGospel365.com.